You're going to hear a lot about Nissan's e-Power technology in the coming months. It's a new type of hybrid system that's already proving very popular with Irish buyers of the Qashqai.
But what exactly is an e-Power hybrid? How does it work? Well, in this video, we're going to explain all that and help you figure out if it's the right kind of hybrid for you.
Before we get to that, let's recap what we know about hybrid power. This Nissan Juke is a hybrid. It uses a small and efficient petrol engine helped by an electric motor for better fuel economy and emissions. Of course, there's more. At up to 55 kilometers an hour, the Juke can drive on just the power of its motor and battery, switching the petrol engine off. This helps drive down emissions, especially around town, where the Juke can spend most of its time in electric mode. Unsurprisingly, hybrid power has become hugely popular in Ireland.
The Qashqai e-Power is a hybrid too, and it works off the same core idea of using electric power and a petrol engine together for better economy and performance. But it does do it rather differently.
You see, in the Juke hybrid, like pretty much every other hybrid made up to now, the petrol engine drives the wheels through an automatic gearbox, often with the help of the electric motor.
Here in the Qashqai e-Power, the roles are reversed because the wheels are always driven by the electric motor and never by the petrol engine. In fact, you could technically think of this as an electric car, but one with an onboard charger in the form of a petrol engine under the bonnet. That allows Nissan to fit a lightweight and compact battery that's kept charged up as needed by the engine.
Come around the back of a Nissan e-Power model and you'll find there's only the one flap. It's for fuel, not for a plug. You don't need to plug an e-Power car in as the engine charges its battery. It's a much simpler setup than a plug-in hybrid, for instance, and you don't need access to a charger. For anyone without off-street parking, or if you're someone who has to do lots of regular long journeys, it's a great option. The compact battery also means that, unlike most plug-in hybrids, there's no effect on interior or boot space. This X-Trail is a full 7-seater, for instance.
So what's it like to drive? It's really smooth, rather like driving an electric car like Nissan's own Leaf. And when you do need to accelerate to pick up the pace rapidly and the engine kicks in, it's been designed to rev in line with how much you press the accelerator to make it seem more natural to drive.
So what does this all mean for fuel economy? With a conventional hybrid system, the Juke has official fuel consumption of 5 litres per 100 kilometres. The Qashqai e-Power, a larger and roomier car, remember, manages 5.3 litres per 100 kilometres.
It's not just about fuel economy. This is the X-Trail e-Power, which you can think of as a bigger, more luxurious and more rugged sibling to the Qashqai. It comes in 5 and 7-seat guises. The 7-seater gets Nissan's E-Force system as standard, which has 2 electric motors for 4-wheel drive, allowing it to cope better with poor weather conditions and some off-road driving. You can have different driving modes too. As with the Qashqai, there are some neat features, such as the e-pedal system. This gives stronger regenerative braking, which means using the electric motors to slow the car down. This reduces brake use and maintenance, but also tops up the e-Power battery to increase efficiency. It's especially good around town where you can one pedal drive a lot of the time if you want to, making stop-start traffic a breeze.
What's really good is you get the smoothness and the efficiency of electric driving, but without the hassle and the inconvenience of having to charge up all the time. With an e-Power, you're still putting petrol in. So for anyone without a home driveway or off-street parking, or if you're someone who has to do lots and lots of regular long journeys, then it's just a really good option. There's evidence from the US market that drivers prefer to go for hybrid power first before taking the plunge into a fully electric car. So these e-Power models should help to put people on the road to electric while the national charging network is still being built up.
Anyway, that's enough of us telling you about it. The best thing you can do now is go and try it for yourself. It'll all make sense after the test drive.